People have no idea when we're trying to start recording. And I'm like, all right, man, you ready? And then you'll start going off on another tangent, like some other deep thought that you had in the temple this week. And I'm like 45 minutes later, I'm like, all right, man, you ready now to go? I really got to get you in the Spirit's really got to rest upon you to get going with every time we do one of these.
Okay, I've got a condition, okay? And the meds do nothing.
Or maybe they are working. It would be worse without them.
Maybe I should be taking more.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have this charge for the apostleship to call apostles. And some interesting verses here. These words are not of men nor of man, but of me. Wherefore you shall testify that they are of me and not of man. For it is my voice which speaketh them unto you. For they were given by my Spirit unto you. And by my power you can read them one to another. And save it, where by my power you could not have them. Wherefore you can testify that you have heard my voice and know my words. Very interesting. Like, because I feel like there's some insight there to apostolic witness, apostolic testimony that's, maybe this isn't necessarily talking about the sure witness of physically witnessing the resurrection, but it's talking about being able to testify that you've heard his voice and that you know his words. So I think this kind of goes back to the first verses we read, where it's talking about, like, these things are true. You have this confirmation. And if you have that witness from the Spirit, this is like the doctrine of testimony. Like when we go up on Fast Sunday to bear testimony or wherever, right? What should we be bearing testimony of? Well, we should be bearing testimony of things that we know to be true. Like, that's different than the things we believe. Okay, testimony is things we know to be true. And what that means is things that are given to us by the Spirit, like those spiritual confirmations of things that are true. Now, if you know by the Spirit the Book of Mormon's true, I think there's an argument to be made that all the rest of it's true. Right? So it kind of goes into, maybe there's some loopholes there with how you can apply this, but like I just thought this was very profound, that like we have these words written, and they're written by the Spirit. They're given by the Spirit in the power of Christ. And if we receive them in that same way, like, we can testify that we have heard his voice. Like, that's, like, I think it'd be very easy to say you can only testify you've heard his voice if you've, like, physically heard it with your ears, like temporally. But that's not what we're learning here. We're learning that we can testify that we've heard his voice if his words are given to us by the Spirit. And I think this is insightful to apostolic testimony and witness all together.
This is the whole by my mouth or the mouth of my servants. It is the same, because when the servants of God speak truth, when these angels of light essentially speak truth, and we are receptive, our minds and our hearts are open, the Spirit will manifest the truthfulness of these things to us. And that is a stronger witness to us than if Christ himself spoke them to us.
Thank you for watching. If you found this content spiritually enlightening, please like, comment, and subscribe.
Like the gospel, these little things make all the difference, and it helps the algorithm push out better content for everyone to enjoy on YouTube.